Hey everybody, how's it going? It is not the Crystal Flappy. As you can see, I have changed the name of my channel. I mentioned this a while ago, and I finally did it. Yeah, so it is Barry Lancaster. I'll probably just address myself as Barry from here on. But anyway, that said, today we're going to talk about Boltwing, because in the last video we did talk about Anu, and that was the legendary mon that I was waiting for before we started talking about the other ones, because I was waiting for the Super Festival to start, so that his video would be relevant when it came up. Now that it's up, I want to talk about the other ones. So today we're going to talk about Boltwing, and then in the next few videos we'll talk about Mara, Mamont, and Beetle. So yeah, let's just go right into this. And let's find... So, good thing about talking about legendaries, we don't have to scroll down too low. But anyway, Fire Boltwing, Evo 1. Such a cutie. I just saw that the Doolittle movie today, so... Like animals, man. So cute. So cute. Here's the Evo 2. And the Evo 3. Alright. And looking at the variant is very cool. The color scheme is like weird, but not in a bad way, you know? Like it looks unnatural, but it still looks good. Like this is not something you would see in nature, is what I mean. In comparison to like the regular, which is like the colors all go well together. Anyway, looking at the stats, it is an attacker. Has a really good attack stat, decent HP, and an alright defense, typical defense for an attacker, so nothing notable there. Then, looking at the skills, so for the leader skill for Boltwing, it's a very good one. We have Death Blow, critical hit damage, up by 40 to 45% in all content, which is very useful, especially for fire and wood, which we'll talk more about wood later, of course. But for fire, looking at the 3-star, we have defense down 70%, 2 turns. Skillbooks make it 90%, give a 20% damage boost. Then on 5-star, we have attack down 70%, 2 turns. And skillbooks also make that one 90%, give a 20% damage boost. So, being a pure being a pure debuffer, it is a good mon for Titans. Just with fully booked, it actually has better proc rates for its skills than even Fire Odin, who's a nat 5. Of course, Boltwing is a lot less tankier than Odin. Being an attacker, his stats are more offensive, of course, whereas Fire Odin is a tank. So she's more survivable, but his skills are more reliable. But of course, there's Fire Odin also has books, so it's possible that she can get better. I don't know her values off the top of my head, though. But of course, 5-star skill books are very hard to come by, and I don't even know if Fire Odin would be the priority out of the Odins for skill books there. So, Fire Boltwing, easy to obtain, easy to fully book, has an amazing rates for its debuffs when fully booked. So, overall, this is an amazing debuffer for Titans. How I would build it, I wouldn't go with an offensive build for it, even though it's an attacker. I would go something more survivable, so HP defense, or HP defense, because his purpose is not to do damage, it's just to land those debuffs, that defense down, that attack down. Both very, very useful, and that's what you want to use him for. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Fire. As I said, he's a very good candidate for variant, which getting variant legendaries isn't very uncommon. Probably the most common 4-star legendaries you can get, since you can technically farm them. But yeah, variant Fire Boltwing is really good. Just that leader skill is very good for Titans. But anyway, on to Water, which I love the design of Water overall. The thingy on its head is very cool. Very reminiscent of Articuno from Pokemon. So, love that, love that. Here's the variant. I love the color scheme here as well. I like this one more, actually. Looking at the stats, it is a defender. and it has a good defense stat and a pretty good attack stat as well. Its HP is lower than I would like, but it's not terrible. Looking at the skills. So 3-star is Petrification, 100% 1 turn. Skill books make it 2 turns and give a 25% damage boost. Then on 5-star we have Petrification, 80% 1 turn. Skill books make it 100% and give a 25% damage boost there as well. So it's a pure CC mon, meaning it is very good for both PvP and also Tower of Chaos. For Tower of Chaos, floors 80 and 100 specifically, just having that 100% 2-turn debuff is amazing. Honestly, for those places, it'd probably be better just to have it as like not fully booked, just because the defense boost from Petrification can be annoying. But it's good for PvP defense, so it's alright. Then on PvP defense, just again, solid 100% 2-turn CC is very annoying to face, and then 100% on AoE is also very annoying to face. So even for special season, it's a good candidate for the hidden Astromon if you have it fully booked, so there's also that. And how I would build, HP defense. I wouldn't go HP defense just because its defense is decent enough already, so it doesn't need as much investment as its HP, which is lower than we'd like. Normally we'd like our defenders to have at least 30k HP. Like, at least. But anyway, that is it for water. There isn't much to talk about there in terms of what it can do, since it's like fire is only really good for Titans, water's really only good for PvP and Tower of Chaos. But going on to wood, wood is a lot more flexible in what it can do. So anyway, just looking at the design though, the regular is cool. Variant, I like the black in the variant, but I'm not a huge fan of this type of green. So I'm going to go with the regular, yeah. Anyway, Wood Boltwing is an attacker. Really good attack stat, and decent, and a good HP stat as well, and defense is okay too. I think overall, all of its stats are higher than Fire's, just going off of the memory, or my memory. But anyway, looking at the skills, 3-star is HP Siphon for itself, and skill books give it a 10% boost to its effectiveness and a 15% damage boost. Then on 5-star, it has HP Siphon there as well, but it is greatly restores, and it is for the team. And then skill books also give it a 10% effectiveness boost there, and another 15% damage boost. So, as I said, it can be used in a lot of content in comparison to the other Boltwings. So, first off, you can use it for farming. Anywhere that has water mons, it's very good there. Even if the place has a mix of water and fire mons, it'll still be able to survive since it will be healing itself. Then, of course, GB7, just being a wood attacker there, very nice. You can use it for Titans for like early game, maybe a bit mid game until you get better Courageous Strike and Unflinching Strike mons, just because like it can keep itself alive and still do decent damage with its decent attack stat. I mentioned this, I believe, in the Artemis video that I just recorded, or that I just uploaded a few days ago, that with my Fire Succubus, I did use her for Titans for a long time, and she was able to keep herself alive with that HP Siphon. And then, of course, her defense stat was nice, but of course, Boltwing doesn't have that. Instead, Boltwing will also act as a sort of backup healer. Like if you're unlucky and Boltwing gets an orb and your healer doesn't, Boltwing will still be able to heal the team a little bit. And with my Fire Succubus against the Wood Titan, I did build her in a way that she was able to do about 3 mil on average, which is very good. Very good damage for a non-CS mon. Amazing damage for a non-CS mon. And Boltwing can potentially do the same thing. Of course, Boltwing will be a bit weaker than Fire Succubus because Fire Succubus does have her Super Evo and the ultimate attack that comes with it. But besides that, Boltwing can do pretty well there until you get Courageous Strike and Unflinching Strike mons. Then, Also, Dark Colossus, just being an HP Siphon Mon, goes against the gimmick of the Dark Colossus that prevents you from healing and whatnot, so it'll be very good in there until you can get a full team of nukers that can just nuke it. I have been experimenting with my Colossus teams a little bit, and I did use before, like in the video that I uploaded of Dark Colossus, I did use a slower team that revolved around HP Siphon, and you can use Wood Boltwing there for that, but recently I have switched over to a just light nuking team to deal with it. So until you can get the light nuking team, Boltwing is a good mon to use there. And then, of course, PvP offense just as a wood attacker and being able to keep itself alive and keeping the team alive is very nice. How I would build, just build it fully offensively. I would go crit rate attack, preferably on a ruin set. That's how I built my Fire Succubus, and that's how she does so much damage. But you can also go crit rate attack, crit damage, or triple attack, or something like that. If you want to put a survivability gem on there, put a defense one. You don't need to put an HP one. You'll get more out of it with a defense gem. And yeah, that is it for the Wood Odin. Wood Boltwing. But I do want to mention something a mistake that I made in the video where I talked about Artemis, specifically with Wood Artemis. I said that the recovery stat was helpful with her HP Siphon, and that was wrong. I believed that HP Siphon was somewhat affected by the recovery stat because it is affected by things like recovery down, recovery up, stuff like that, which, like, obviously would mean, well, which obviously should mean that the skill is affected by the recovery stat, but it's not. Last Saturday, we had the free gem removal day, so I tested it with my Wild Thing. I had 0 gems on her at first. She healed 1350 with her 3-star, and then I tried again with just full recovery gems, and still just 1350. So recovery has 0 effect on the HP Siphon. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I acknowledged that mistake and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. But oh yeah, how I would prioritize them. So first, I'd prioritize water first, just because in terms of fire, even though it is a really, really strong debuffer, there are plenty of fire debuffer mons. Like for defense down, there's Candling that's very easily obtainable. For attack down, you have your Shinobi and your Cupids, which are going to be your main healer / CS mons. So you'll be getting your attack down from them for the most part. So while fire is really good, there's just so many other better options that I can't put it at number 1. So I would put water at number 1 just because it is amazing. Then I would put fire, and then I put wood just because with wood, there's a lot of wood attackers out there. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that, hit the bell. Also, I know in this video I did start off well. I made sure to remember that I changed my channel name, but just know that I may forget in the future. I may introduce myself as the Crystal Flaffy every now and then, as I have strongly built up that habit, and I literally just changed the channel name right before recording this video. That's why I had it in my head to remember, but like in the future, I might make the mistake. So just wanted to point that out there, guys. Yeah, so that's going to be all. Have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.